Hello everybody, it's Ashley here from Paper and Twine. It's exciting. It's just after 10 o'clock on Thursday and we're going out. We're going to get these done. Mr. Paper and Twine is treating me to a manicure, so we'll see what they can do with these bad boys. And we're going to sit in a coffee shop with a coffee and a cake and do some knitting. I haven't been in a coffee shop to sit down since July last year. So we're just going to go to Cafe Nero in town. I'll perhaps take you with me and I'll see you later. We're back from shopping, and before we sit down and have a little cup of coffee or whatever you fancy, we're going to get ahead with today's dinner because I just want to sit down and craft. It's a miserable afternoon, so if I get ahead with today's dinner, then I haven't got to worry about anything else. So I'll just pop you somewhere so you can see what I'm doing. So we're making our homemade burgers, and I normally just make one lot of seasoning at a time, but I'm going to make a batch and store it in a jar so that I've got some to hand. It keeps in an airtight container for 3 months. It'll probably keep longer actually. So we need a tablespoon of paprika. Look at how I've spilt it on the counter. We then need a tablespoon of light brown sugar. I haven't got light brown sugar, so I'm using dark brown sugar. I think what that'll do is just make it a little bit richer. I'm going to put a little bit more in for look actually. Then what else do we need? I think we need, hold on, 2 teaspoons of dried minced onion. So these onion granules will do the job. There's 1, 2 and a bit of those. You can't have too much onion, I don't think. We need a teaspoon of salt. And a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm just going to eyeball this. And then we need a teaspoon of garlic powder. I've got these garlic granules. I'm doing generous teaspoons. Half a teaspoon of dried basil. Do you know what? I'm going to put a teaspoon in just for a bit of extra flavour. There we go. And then finally we need a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. I've got these crushed chilies here. They're quite old, so they're not as potent as maybe fresh ones would be. We'll put that on maybe just a tiny bit more. That'll do. And then I'm going to mix it together with this fork. Excuse me. Give it a really good mix round, just breaking up that sugar, because I want the sugar to be equally dispersed. And there's my camera going for a Burton. Oh, we caught that well, didn't we? Don't know why it's decided to overbalance. Hasn't ever done that before. So we're giving that a really good mix around. And then a tablespoon of this mixture will do about a pound of minced beef, 500 grams thereabouts. So there we've got everything mixed up. And this is off somebody on the internet. It's not my own recipe. So I am going to put it in this jar. We bought this chutney from Aldi a while ago, and it was lovely, rich sloe gin and plum chutney with a hint of apple, and it came in this little Kilner jar. So I shall be storing this mixture in here. I will come back and show you that in a minute. So to 500 grams of 5% fat minced beef, I have added a tablespoon of soy sauce and a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I know a lot of Americans struggle with how to pronounce Worcestershire sauce. Here is a tip for you. Just call it Liam Perrins. So that's why we've only got a small amount of salt in this mixture, because the soy sauce is very salty. So I'm going to add a spoonful of my seasoning, a little bit more for luck. Close the lid on my little Kilner jar. And I've just put burger seasoning on the top, so I know in my cupboard. I could have doubled the quantities of that actually, but we're not eating burgers that often. And then I'm just going to go in with a fork and lightly work this. The more you overwork your minced beef, the tougher your burger is going to be. Now, obviously, if you're vegetarian, you could use corn mince or other meat substitutes. I know that you can order online these meat substitutes that are grown in a lab, so I don't know what they're like, but we're not vegetarian in this house, so that's fine. Just giving that another little stir around. And really, this is so easy and so simple to do, and much healthier than pre-bought burgers, which tend to have a lot of fat in them, and other products like breadcrumbs. I mean, there's no added, what's the word, filler to this. You know, this is all pure meat. So I'm just going to shape these into 4 patties. There are only 3 of us. But there'll be 1 left over for someone to have for lunch. I'll come back and show you when they're done. And there we are, an empty bowl. Look, nothing left in there. And here are our 4 patties. I'm going to cover them with cling film. You could refrigerate them. I'm not even going to bother, you know. I mean, it's a cold day. We haven't got the heating on. And you shouldn't cook meat from chilled anyway. You should let it come up to room temperature, really. So I'm really pleased that's dinner sorted. These need about 2.5 to 3 minutes each side. Don't fiddle with them when you're cooking them. You know, let one side sit, and don't press down hard with a spatula either, you know, on your patty. You just need to let it sit, and all the juices will stay inside. And Pete and I will have a cheese slice on ours. He'll have that disgusting plastic stuff. I'll have proper cheese, brioche bun, and lots of nice healthy salad. So that's it. I'm going to come back with a cup of coffee now. Well, we have been busy. I've just sat down now for the first time since I got in. It's about 1:20, so it's the lunchtime rush. So dinner is prepped. Not a lot to do later on, which is really good. Got the second cup of coffee of the day. I'll be like zzz later on. But I'm glad to be home. It's not a very nice day. We got rained on in town, which is why I didn't film very much. But there's a little bit here for you to see. Lovely time in Cafe Nero. Even though I was by myself, I sat and did a bit of knitting, which was lovely.
not very many tables in the coffee shop compared to what there normally were. But it was nice to hear other people chatting in the background, you know, and I had a lovely warm almond croissant and a cappuccino, which was very, very nice. I've been quite good. I used to have 2 brown sugars in my coffee, and I've weaned myself off sugar in coffee now, so I'm pleased about that, because it's empty calories, isn't it? And you know, I'd rather have something I can stuff my face with. But talking of stuffing your face, what can we offer you on the lunchtime rush today? Well, when I get off from here, I'm going to have, I think, on my brown seeded bread, I'm going to have a slice of ham, a slice of cheese, some rocket, and a little bit of piccalilli. If you American people don't know what piccalilli is, it's a pickle that's made out of vegetables, cauliflower and onion, and there's other things in there, and there must be turmeric or something like that because it's yellow in colour, bright yellow, but it's very acidic. It is a really nice pickle. I don't know whether they get it in America, but yeah. So give Barry your order, tell him what you'd like. He has got a bit of a cob on, so he's thrown his toys out of the pram a little bit and he's on a go slow. Because I went to Cafe Nero, he thinks I don't need him anymore. But I've said to him, Barry, things are loosening up now. People might not want to come to our virtual coffee shop anymore. We've got to be prepared for that. People's lives are getting back on track, aren't they? And they might not want to spend time with us anymore. We've got to be prepared for that. So he's going around with a face like a wet weekend. Matches the weather, actually. Yeah, so tell Barry what you want. Be kind to him. He's still lonely. He needs a girlfriend. I've asked him if he's had any more encounters at the bus stop, but no. I think he's still pining for Beryl. So, yeah. I hope you all have a lovely afternoon. I've got 2 entries to open now. I'm going to put that on the end of this for you. And then, when I've edited this and published this video, I am going to crack on with my very first art journal page for Woolly Steph's Art Club. So I'm looking forward to having a little play. I've got some things out ready, and I'll be back soon. So I've got the book ready. I've got the box ready. That can only mean one thing, that we have entries into my Glad to Be Alive challenge. Here are my nails, by the way. I'm not sure about the colour. I wanted something nude and neutral. I would maybe have liked a slightly darker brown, but the guy did the best he could with what he'd got. It's all these bits. I'm not moisturising my hands enough, obviously, but he did the best with what he'd got, bless him. So I have 2 entries into my challenge. The first one has come from Illinois, I believe, and it is from Brenda, who is from Our House to Yours. I think that's the name of her channel, From Our House to Yours. I will leave it linked down below anyway, but let's see what she sent me. And Brenda has a channel. She does a lot of prepping, which I find fascinating. We don't really tend to do that in the UK, do we? Although I think we had a bit of a panic when we went into the first lockdown with COVID. But she does cooking, but she is a crafter, although she hasn't done a lot of craft on her channel. And so I'm really pleased that people who are not kind of traditional crafters are joining in. So let's have a look and see. Oh, now I don't know where to start, because we should start with the card first. So we've got a little note here. Just going to put that off shot. Got a little note here. It says, look at this little spotty That's really pretty, isn't it? Hello, Ashley. I have enjoyed participating in your challenge. I crocheted a doily because as a child, my grandmother made them and I have such fond memories of watching her crochet. It makes me happy to be able to recreate a special memory and share it with someone else. I hope you are doing well. I enjoy your channel and all the fun things you do. Brenda. That is lovely, Brenda. Thank you. And let's have a look at the doily. So here it is. My my grandma, I don't think she crocheted. She knitted. Both of my grandmas knitted, and my one grandma, my dad's mum, did smocking as well. So when we were all little, we had dresses and tops with lots of her hand smocking on it. But look at this delicate, fine crochet. That's lovely. We shall find a place for that to live, that's for sure. And then we've got a cute little ATC with things that obviously make Brenda happy. So we've got this little speckled effect. I'm not quite sure how she's done that. Maybe she's done that with pens. Little tiny leaf stamps, a star button, and some gorgeous little stickers. So we've got a little house, which kind of represents her channel, I guess, from our house to yours. Is that a preserve? What do you call it? A preserve pot? I'm not quite sure. And then we've got a flower pot and a bear. I love bears. Look at that, with a little bit of honey and a little bee. We've got more little leaves up here and a little tiny butterfly. And I'm just going to pause you a minute because I've got technical issues. Right, I'm back. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So we were looking at the lovely little ATC that Brenda has made, and I love the little rounded corners at the bottom. That just makes it a little bit different, doesn't it? So you've got the square corners at the top and rounded corners at the bottom, the lovely pink and purple on this lilac background, with the lovely little stickers that we've talked about. The bear is really cute, and I love the little house as well. Let's have a look and see what she says. So, my name is Brenda Musgrave. YouTube is From My House to You. I hadn't got it quite right. I knew it was something like that. And I've got her address, which is lovely. Her birthday is the 29th of November. And she likes the colour purple, teddy bears, cooking, miniatures, all things homemade, crochet, cross stitch and snow. And I've got her email address as well, which is lovely. So that is fantastic. Let's pop Brenda's ATC in the box and we'll write her in the book. So Brenda is number 29. That's Brenda. And she did me a VR. I saw that last night. And she's left a comment. And Anne has done me the most amazing VR. Crafty Batty. She had me in absolute stitches. At the beginning of it, she said, and she's well on her way to 5 subscribers. She's so funny. And Claire Cartwright has done me a VR as well, which I had already watched. I'm sorry about that, Claire. I knew I'd seen it, but yeah. So Brenda, you're number 29, and we have another entry here. I'm just going to use my book to cover up my address, but look at this gorgeous handwriting. And I think I know who it's from because I think I recognise the postcode on the back. But we've got a lovely flower sticker there. Reminds me of the flowers that were in Cadge's journal, actually. Actually, I want a bit of advice. And Carol Ann, if you're watching this, I want some advice from you. I showed your journal to my husband and he knows a little bit about your story. And he said I was very selfish keeping it and that you'd gone to such trouble making it that I should send it back to you. And I said, oh, she'll be offended if I send it back. She'll think I don't like it. But actually, I have been thinking about it. You've made that with your son and with your granddaughter. And it's the first major project you've completed since you've been poorly. And I'm wondering what you would think if I sent it back to you as a gift. I really appreciate all the work that you've put into it, but I just think for you it holds so many memories, and you could give it to your granddaughter. She helped you make it, and what a lovely thing for her to own. So please leave some comments down below. What do you think I should do? Should I keep it? Should I send it back? I love it, and I have got, you know, if I send it back, I have got a record of it on my videos, so I can always go back and look back through the video and look back through the pages that way. But I'd really appreciate comments from you as to what I should do for the best, because what my husband said, it did get me thinking. Yeah. Anyway, back to this. I think this is from the lovely Angie Beaumont, and there is another flower sticker there, and it's got her postcode on the back, but look at that lovely writing. So we're going to get into this. As I say, I do think this is from Angie, and she did contact me to let me know that she'd posted her entry. I wasn't quite expecting it so soon, but it's beautifully presented. And again, I'm really grateful to Angie for joining in this challenge, because she's had her own health issues and is finding it uncomfortable crafting. So again, I really appreciate it. But let's have a look and see what we've got in here. So I've got some bubble wrap to add to my collection. Gosh, this is well wrapped up, Angie. Now, I did see that she'd got her address on her ATC, so I'm just moving that out of the way so that I don't show it. Oh, that looks interesting now. Right, where to start? Oh, I think this is the thing that she sent to, that makes her glad. And I think that this is the card. How cute is that? Now, you know I love my little bits and pieces. Let's measure the dimensions of this. So this is 3 3/8, which is 8.5 centimetres. 8.5 centimetres by 6 centimetres. That is adorable. And it's got my name written on it in white gel pen on this sparkly, shiny, shimmery blue paper. Look at this. I don't know how to get into this for the best. Should we try and remove the sticker? I think it's a washi sticker. Yes, that's coming off nice and easily. I'm going to stick that on my drawer front here, and I can maybe use that in another project, or look at it when I open that drawer. Oh, hi Ashley, here is my entry to your giveaway. I hope you like what I've made for you. I'm sure I will. I hope you don't mind, but my ATC is on the theme of something that makes me happy. I'm a huge fan of Big Finish Productions, who make amazing audio dramas, including Doctor Who. One of my favourite crafty things to do is mixed media, so I've made you a small canvas. Congratulations. Oh, congratulations on nearly being at 500 subscribers and your 100th video anniversary. Always love watching your videos. Lots of love from Angie. Yes, I was right. It's from the lovely Angie Beaumont. I'm going to keep that in there because I'm keeping everybody's little notes. Maybe I should keep that sticker to keep it closed. Oh, I'll do that later. But look at this. This is adorable. And I mean, I love listening to Radio 4. So when I'm crafting, I listen to Radio 4, or sometimes Radio 4 Extra. In the afternoon, I listen to Jeremy Vine on Catch Up and go into Steve Wright. But I love radio dramas, and I loved Doctor Who as a kid. I remember hiding behind the sofa when the Daleks came out and all the creepy monsters. And of course, the rebirth of Doctor Who we've enjoyed watching with our children. Not so much the later series with the Lady Doctor, but you know, certainly when David Tennant was Doctor Who, we loved that, and the kids were at the right age. So this is absolutely lovely, and we've got a little felt TARDIS, and it looks like it's been needle felted, and you've got the little windows. That is so cute. And we've got a picture of it here, the little BBC sticker, and these little gemmies, and all the numbers on the back, which kind of represent all the different years that the Doctor travels to. I really like that. That is really quirky. Let's have a look and see what she says. So I've got her address, which I've already got, and she has got the most amazing handwriting. You know, as a teacher, I love handwriting. Just look at that. Beautiful. So I've got her birthday, which is in October. She likes blue, green, purple, birds, vintage, Doctor Who, boho style. She dislikes lots of girly pink and girly style. And this is Doctor Who 1 of 1, and it was created May 2021. I love that. Really, really love that. That is going in my box. In you go. And let's have a look at the canvas that Angie has made. I love all the kind of shabby chicy things that Angie makes. I'm just being careful here because there's a bit of sellotape on the edge of this bag and it's caught on the top of the canvas and I don't want to rip it. Oh, look. So the back of it is covered with paper, handmade with love. That's rather lovely, isn't it? Wow. You got this. You do. You can. That is amazing, and I absolutely love the colours. Got all these blues and greens and a little bit of yellow. So is that Brushos? I wonder. And we've got a little bit of lilac as well. Gosh, there's so much detail. So you've got this mermaid sitting on the rock, little tiny real starfish. That is adorable. Then we've got some shells caught in this netting here, some gemmies down the bottom, this beautiful glitter. That is stunning. And then you've got like a seaweed in different colours. You've got the black and you've got the green, and then the mermaid herself has been coloured. You can see the pink of her skin there, and then she's all glossy. That is a lovely, lovely image and a beautiful sentiment and just the right amount of bling on it. Absolutely stunning. And you've got little birds here. You see the little birds. We've already talked about the sentiment. You got this. You do. You can. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I am blown. Oh, and I've just seen a Nouveau drop there, or it might be an enamel dot, a clear enamel dot. I'm not sure. I'm blown away by everybody's creativity. I mean, you know, we've got this lovely work of art here. We've got this lovely crochet here. I mean, people are just being so creative and generous. I'm absolutely blown away. I've just seen another Nouveau drop there. I think I need to look at this off camera and just absorb its beauty. So I will leave both of these ladies' channels down below. Do go and check them out. They're very different in their content, but I'm sure you will enjoy both of them. And thank you, ladies, and thank you, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed my day in the life today. I'm off to do some crafting now. Done it again. What am I like? In my excitement, I forgot to write Angie in the book. So Angie, you're number 30. 30 entries. That's Angie Beaumont. And I saw her VR last night. That was a lovely VR as well. And obviously we've got ATC, and she's commented, wow, I really am going now. Thank you so much. If you know anybody who you think would like to join in my channel, my challenge on my channel, that would be lovely. Do share, please. You know, I'd love to know more people. I'm blown away by everything. Just totally blown away. Thank you. Comment down below, don't forget.